Namanda, Vitsanamanda, 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 Namanda, Vitsanamanda. Let's begin the service by singing the Vandana Tisarana, the words to which you will find on the screen or on page 7 of the red Jodoshinshu service book. Let's sing the Pali and English verses together. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhamman saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Naman Butsu, Naman Butsu, Naman Butsu, Naman. Let's sing the hymn Gasho with Amida, the words of which will be shown on the screen. Namo Amida Butsu. I recite Amida's name with deep joy and gratitude. I gasho with Amida, trees and grasses and flowers all grow in great compassion. This light shines throughout the world. I gasho with Amida. Flowers bloom and flowers fall. From the seed sprout new flowers. This is the truth unchanging. I gasho with Amida. Springtime brings the happy birds. Their songs all praise Amida. I join them in Nembutsu. I ga show with Amida. When I call Amida's name, it's Amida calling me. Buddha's voice, my voice are one. I ga show with Amida. When I'm lonely, I recite Namo Amida Butsu. Then I feel great compassion. I ga show with Amida. Nembutsu in work and play. Every day with Amida. Every moment filled with light. I ga show with Amida. Remember the golden chain. Kindness to all living things. I will follow this teaching. I ga show with Amida. In the clear bright morning sun, in the fading light of day, in the darkness of the night, I ga show with Amida. Namo Amida Butsu. I live in great compassion. This great power guides my life. I ga show with Amida. The virtue of Amida's vow is shared equally by all, together attaining awakened mind. We are born in the land of peace. Namanda, Bitsanamanda, 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 Namanda, Bitsanamanda. Let's sit together quietly for a few moments. So just relax and get comfortable. If you are able, sit forward in your seat and place both feet flat on the ground. Sit up straight and align your head, your neck, your shoulders, and your back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Place your hands comfortably in your lap. Now close your eyes and just breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. In and out. As you breathe in, you feel energy filling your body. And as you breathe out, any stress or worries in your mind just fade away. Just breathe. The sound of the gong will signal the end of our quiet meditation. Namanda, Bitsanamanda, 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 Namanda, Bitsanamanda, Bitsanamanda. If you are able to do so at home, we would like to encourage everyone to offer incense at this time. Offering of incense is an ancient ritual of purification of mind and body, a gesture of respect, and an expression of gratitude for the Dharma teachings. Namanda, Bitsanamanda, 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 Namanda, Offertory, or making donations and offerings, is the practice of dana, egoless generosity, the first of the 6 paramita perfections of the Mahayana traditions. All donations are gratefully accepted in the spirit in which they are given. If you'd like to make an offering, you can scan this QR code with your smartphone to visit our online offertory box, where you can make an online donation of any amount by credit card. You can also visit our website, makawaohongwanji.org, and click on the donate link in the left-hand side of the menu. Let's read the Golden Chain of Love together, which will be found on the screen, or page 126 of the Red Service Book. I am a link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that on what I do now depends not only my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. May every link in Amida's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Good morning, children. How are you feeling today? Aloha, kakahi aka, ohayo gozaimasu. It's so wonderful to see all of you today. Let's see who's with us today. Let me put on my magic glasses. Oh, look, it's Jai and Ison, Cruz and Tide. And there's Kalena, and there's Tyrus. And I see Tori and Benji. Benji, did you lose more teeth? Wow, you're growing up so fast. I see Nolan and Cora and Meleana and Lilinoy. Maddie. Hi, Maddie. You just had a birthday, didn't you? And Lena and Kava and Micah and Emmy and Kaya. And I also see Wesley, Sierra, Lindsay, and Kenneth. And there's Melody and Cadence. And so many other wonderful children from around the world. Hello, children. I can also see our Dharma School teachers. Look, it's Auntie Sharon and Auntie Karen. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Oh, who could that be? There's someone at the door. Do you think maybe it's our special guest? Let me go see. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. Hello. How are you today, children? So look, children, it's our special guest today. It's Olaf, the snowman from Frozen. Hello, children. How are you today? It's so wonderful to see you. You know, at first when Sensei said, please come to Hawaii and help me read the story, I wasn't too sure because, you know, it's kind of warm here compared to where I'm from. But I forgot, I'm a magic snowman, so it's okay. I feel great. Hey, you guys want to go to the beach with me? How about if we just go now? Please, Olaf, we have to read a story first. Oh, okay. So Olaf, you have a seat here. And you can help me read the story. Today's story is A Big Guy Took My Ball, an Elephant and Piggy book by Mo Willems. A big guy took my ball. Gerald! I found a big ball. And it was so fun. And then a big guy came and he took my ball. I am so upset. That is not good. That is not right. Big guys have all the fun. What about the little guys? What makes those big guys think they are so big? Their size? Well, I am big too. I will get your big ball from that big guy. My hero. Here I go. Let's see how big this big guy is. Did you get my ball back? That is a big guy. You did not say how big he was. He is very big. He is bigger than I am. Much bigger. I am smaller than he is. Much smaller. He is so biggy, big. Gerald, you did not get my ball back, did you? I did not. Excuse me. Thank you for finding my little ball. That is your little ball? And you think it is little? Well, I am big. So big that no one will play with me. Little guys have all the fun. Big guy, would you like to play whale ball with us? What is whale ball? We do not know. We haven't made it up yet. With a little help, we can all have big fun. So that was the story. A big guy took my ball. So what does this story teach us? That's right. It doesn't matter if you are big or small. If you play together nicely, everyone can have fun. Sensei thought it was funny that the ball was big to Piggy, but small to the whale. What part did you think that was funny? Really? Yeah, that was a good part too. Have you ever seen a whale before? The first time I ever saw a whale was here in Maui. We are so lucky we live in Maui because the whales come to visit us every year. Olaf, it's time for Sensei to give an adult Dharma talk, so let's say goodbye to the children. Thank you very much, Olaf. Thank you, children. It was so wonderful to see you. I hope we can all go to the beach today and play together. Yay! Bye-bye. 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 The words of Shinran Shonin. Compassion in the Pure Land path should be understood as first attaining Buddhahood quickly through saying the Nembutsu, and, with the mind of great love and great compassion, freely benefiting sentient beings as one wishes. However much love and pity we may feel in our present lives, It is hard to save others as we wish. Hence, such compassion remains unfulfilled. Only saying the Nembutsu, then, is the mind of great compassion that is thoroughgoing. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. So these are the words of Shinran Shonin, who is quoted in the Tanisho, a record of lament in divergences, which you can find in the Collected Works of Shinran, Volume 1, page 663. So this quotation of Shinran helps us to understand the fundamental internal conflict that we feel in today's unsettled times. We feel compassion for the suffering of others, people impacted by COVID-19, their loved ones, their families, people who are working every day despite the risk to their own health of the COVID-19 pandemic. We also feel compassion for Black people who live with the fear and institutionalized racism, in our society. People who don't have the advantages that we have. At the same time, we feel great anger, resentment, and outrage at videos on social media and on the news that throw the ugly side of human nature right in our face. And sometimes we choose to watch these videos because they trigger our moral outrage. We want to help others, but we cannot solve the world's problems. We feel helpless. In Shinran's words, compassion in the Pure Land path, on the path of Nembutsu, is aspiring for birth in the Pure Land, realizing Buddhahood, and then returning in oneness with Amida Buddha, the mind of great love and great compassion, and then freely benefiting all sentient beings, as we would wish. And but because we receive the assurance of birth in the Pure Land in this unrepeatable life, we say the Nembutsu in gratitude, and we do the best that we can to help others. So I'd like to take a few minutes to share some thoughts about how FUD gives me gas. In a more advertising presentation, it looks like this. FUD gives me gas. I think many of you are familiar with FUD, sometimes called the FUD factor, but it refers to fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And this is the secret weapon of both advertisers and propagandists. So by introducing fear, uncertainty, and doubt, advertisers can sell you any product or service. And by introducing fear, uncertainty, and doubt, propagandists can sell you ideas, ideologies, and doctrine. So how does this work? So today's headlines follow a predictable pattern. Whether it's the news on TV or social media, these headlines are designed to attract your attention and pull you in. These elements create fear in our human minds. Fear of illness, death, pain, and suffering. And there is a part of our brain that says, thank Buddha, it's not me. It's those other guys. It's somebody else who is suffering. It's not me. I'm sitting at home looking at my iPad going, there's all these things happening. And there's a part of me that says, thank Buddha, that's not me. And yet we know the Buddhist truth of human existence. If you're born human, you will age. You will get sick. And eventually you will die. Now, our ego self, my ego, me, doesn't like the sound of that. And we spend our entire lives running away from the truth of human existence. Uncertainty. The clearest illustration of the power of uncertainty to divide people is the issue of wearing a mask. So is it wear a mask or real men don't wear masks? So do I wear a mask to protect others? Do I wear a mask to protect myself? I'm not going to get COVID-19, and even if I do, I'm not going to die from it, so I'm not going to wear a mask. Or N95 masks, we need to keep those for the medical workers, and those are really designed to prevent the virus from coming in. So cloth coverings prevent the virus from going out. The World Health Organization announced that we should be wearing masks But here in the U.S., the CDC is giving somewhat conflicting information. The thing to remember is that when you can divide people, right, you can sell them products, services, political ideas, and ideologies. Divide and conquer is not only a military strategy, it is a political strategy. It is a marketing strategy. So doubt, fake news, fake news. Fake news is fake. So fake news is fake. So, this hoax, it's a hoax. Well, that hoax is a hoax. So don't believe your judgment. Believe in me. So introducing the element of doubt, you can easily confuse people through logical contradiction. The human brain is wired to understand. Put that in quotes. To understand. I have to understand. Something is only true if I believe it is true. If you begin to doubt your own judgment, your ability to discern the truth, you suffer mentally and psychologically. So gaslighting is a popular term used in modern times for creating doubt in people's minds. When people begin to doubt their own beliefs, they begin to doubt their ability to think and judge things on their own. That's when you become able to introduce political ideas and ideologies. So the FUD factor works. So fear, uncertainty, and doubt. The FUD factor works because it appeals to a universal human truth. Born human, our bodies and brains are wired to believe it's about me, it's about my ego. The world revolves around me. So fear is anxiety, worry, stressing over the possibility of harm to me physically, emotionally, and psychologically. And faced with a life-threatening situation, our human brains must decide in a second to fight or flight, right? To confront this fear, this threat to our existence, or to run away. And faced with fear, uncertainty, and doubt, our human psyche struggles to find a way to alleviate our pain and suffering. So born human, we naturally live life as if it's about me. This is the fundamental insight into the human condition that Shakyamuni Buddha realized almost 2,600 years ago. So living life as it's about me. It's about me. So the Buddha said that this is the problem, right? This is what causes suffering. So to relieve the suffering we experience through fear, uncertainty, and doubt through the FUD factor, advertising and entertainment media promise us shiny and manageable hair, no pain, retire in comfort, live forever. All you have to do is buy this product or that product, or subscribe to this service or that service, or believe in this, or believe in that. And there's always more. There's always more. So the Reverend Dr. Ken Tanaka summarizes the three poisons in this easy-to-remember metaphor. So gas, right? So greed, anger, and stupidity. And Buddhism identifies the three poisons of the 108 bonno in Japanese, or the self-centered desires and passions and cravings that cause suffering. We're blindly self-centered, and we want things to be the way I want them to. The way I want them to. So advertisers and propagandists use gas, greed, anger, and stupidity as the trigger to trigger impulsive purchase decisions. Don't think, just buy. Don't think, want more, have more, buy more. This is the American way. This is the American dream. We must reopen the American economy, even if millions of people are going to suffer, and even if hundreds of thousands of people may die. Want more, have more, buy more. So why aren't we happy? So Buddhism is about truth. Buddhism teaches the truth of human nature, that we are endlessly and hopelessly attached to me, to my ego. my need to feel pleasure and to avoid pain. And thus our fear and anxieties arise because of this self-attachment. It blinds us to reality as it is. It blinds us to reality as it is. My ego, me, it's about me. This is what blinds me to seeing reality as it is. The truth of impermanence, all beings, things, and phenomenon, having arisen from causes and conditions, they're not permanent. They're constantly changing and ultimately come to an end and cease to exist. And this does include us. This does include us. Right? So the truth of non-self, the self to which we so desperately cling to, me, 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 me. It's about me. Having arisen from causes and conditions, I didn't make myself exist. I was born because my mom and dad, met and fell in love and made a baby. And they were born because their grandma and grandpa, so my grandma and grandpa on this side and this side, they got together, they fell in love, they made a baby. All of these causes and conditions led me to this point. But that self, what I think of as me, is not real, right? Because it arose from causes and conditions, and thus it is not permanent, it is constantly changing, and ultimately will come to an end and cease to exist. Now these truths are undeniable, and yet, even knowing these truths, we're not happy. We're not happy. Want more? Have more. Buy more. So these messages trigger our greed, anger, and stupidity. Right? So these messages cause us to experience the three poisons, which are only three of the big three of the 108 blind passions that bind us to suffering in this life. In other words, want more, have more, buy more. This is what gives us gas. Right? This is what triggers our greed, anger, and stupidity. And this is what causes suffering. Got gas? So suffering from gas is part of the human experience. Suffering from greed, anger, and stupidity is part of the human experience. Born human, you got gas, right? Born human, you're born with greed, anger, and stupidity. So the question then is, how do we get rid of it? What do we do about gas? Well, one school of thought says, hold it in. The path of sages says that through renunciation of this world, becoming a monk, through self-denial, through discipline, practice, and monastic life, that you can overcome the ego. You can conquer the ego. You can conquer your human nature. You could become Buddha. You can awaken to reality as it is. So if you can endure years of intense training and practice, you can transcend our human body and human mind and become Buddha in this life. The problem, of course, is that this path is not possible for most people. The Pure Land path says, gas, just let go. Gas is natural. Right? Greed, anger, and stupidity is natural. It's part of our human nature. But holding it in is impossible for the ordinary, unexceptional, average human being. When you have gas, you experience pain and suffering. Now, it would be polite if we would be considerate of how and when and where we let go of our gas in very practical terms. So, Reverend Dr. Tanaka's metaphor of gas leads to all kinds of funny punchlines about letting go of our gas. I actually can't find it. I borrowed a balloon from Mimi, and I was going to go, want more, have more, buy more, and just let it go. And the balloon flies away. It'd be easy if we could do that, right? But consider, pause for a moment to consider what happens when we release our gas, right, without consideration for others. Right? So when we let greed take over our heart of consideration for others, I become the crazy person fighting over the last case of toilet paper at Costco, even though we have plenty at home. If I let anger take over my rational mind, right, I become that out-of-control person in the video, raging and ranting and venting, and sometimes violently attacking other people, physically, emotionally, and psychologically. If I let stupidity, right, in this case willfully and deliberately ignoring what I know is the right thing to do, it is all too easy for me to harm others, right, with the way my thoughts, my words, my actions. So the path of Nembutsu, the Jodo Shinshu Hongwanji tradition, is about constant self-reflection, awareness of the self, and truly internalizing the truths of Buddhism. When we awaken to our true nature, right, that we are self-centered and controlled by desires and cravings that we really don't see all the time, and they blind us to reality as it is. We want to see the world the way that we want it to be. I want the world to revolve around me. So that's our true nature. But in that moment we see our true nature, we also see our Buddha nature. We awaken to the reality that we are already embraced by great compassion of Amida Buddha in this life, in this body. Not because we're virtuous or we're doing good things or we're in a monastery and following the rules, but because we are simply human. We are limited by our human weaknesses and suffering from human self-centeredness. So returning to the words of Shinran, compassion in the Pure Land path should be understood as first attaining Buddhahood quickly through saying the Nembutsu, and with the mind of great love and great compassion, freely benefiting sentient beings as one wishes. However much love and pity we may feel in our present lives, it is hard to save others as we wish, and hence such compassion remains unfulfilled. Only saying of the Nembutsu, then, is the mind of great compassion that is thoroughgoing. The words of Shinran Shonin quoted in the Tanisho, a record in lament of divergences, record number 4, which you can find in the Collected Works of Shinran, Volume 1, page 663. Shinran Shonin is also said to quote his great teacher, Honen Shonin, as saying, "Just say the Nembutsu and be saved by Amida. There is nothing else involved." End quote. So we say the Nembutsu. We are saved by the great compassion of Amida Buddha. We are saved from ourselves. We're saved from me. I'm saved from my ego. And that, in a nutshell, is the Jodo Shinshu teaching. So I've tried to summarize all these ideas in a Buddhist aspiration, which we do every morning during the sunrise service, and it goes like this. Let us be grateful for this moment together, united by our aspiration to see the world as it is, not as we would like it to be, so that we may alleviate suffering for all beings. Let us be wise so that we can see both sides of conflict with clarity and not insist that we alone are right. Let us be compassionate so that we can help all people without discrimination or judgment. Let us be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than ourselves. Let us allow the aloha in our hearts to manifest as mahalo for the great ohana of life and the blessings of the aina. In the Hongwanji tradition, we express our gratitude for all-inclusive wisdom and all-embracing compassion in this unrepeatable life by placing our palms together, bowing our heads, and saying, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namandabs, 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 Namandabs. And if saying Namo Amida Butsu is not for you, that's okay. Just say Mahalo. So let's recite the loving kindness metta, the words to which may be found on the screen. May all beings be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May I be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to me. May I live in peace and harmony. May my family be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my teachers be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my friends be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May strangers be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my enemies be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May all beings be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu. Let's all sing the Gatha, Ondoksan 2, and Gratefulness, along with Miss Naho Umitani and Reverend Toshiyuki Umitani of Mo Hongwanji. Teachers for their guidance true, we dedicate ourselves in gratefulness. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo. So let's recite the Shinshu Pledge together, which will be found on the screen or on page 6 of the Red Service Book. I take my refuge in the vow of the Buddha. Reciting the name, I will live through life with strength and serenity. I revere the light of the Buddha. I will put my effort in my work with self-reflection and gratitude. I follow the teachings of the Buddha. Discerning the right path, I will spread the true Dharma. I rejoice in the compassion of the Buddha. I will respect and help others and do my best for the welfare of humankind. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Let's sing the Nembutsu, which will be found on the screen, or on page 135 of the Red Service Book. Compassion in the Pure Land path should be understood as first attaining Buddhahood quickly through saying the Nembutsu, and with the mind of great love and great compassion, freely benefiting sentient beings as one wishes. However much love and pity we may feel in our present lives, it is hard to save others as we wish. Hence, such compassion remains unfulfilled. Only the saying of the Nembutsu, then, is the mind of great compassion that is thoroughgoing. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. Let's sit together quietly for a few moments. So just relax and get comfortable. If you are able, sit forward in your seat and place both feet flat on the ground. Sit up straight and align your head, neck, and shoulders, and back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Place your hands comfortably in your lap. Now close your eyes halfway so that you are looking both outwardly and inwardly. Breathe in. Breathe out. In and out. As you breathe in, think of something for which you are grateful. And as you breathe out, just say thank you, thank you, thank you. The sound of the gong will signal the end of our quiet meditation. Namana, Vitsanamana, Vitsanamana, Vitsanamana. Namo Amida Butsu. Reverend Gary, do you have any announcements? Yes, I do. As you know, the Summer Garage Sale and Bazaar has been canceled this year in consideration of the health and well-being of our Sangha members, friends of the temple, and the greater community of Maui. So as a result, the temple is not accepting donations for the garage sale at the current time. And we ask for your kind understanding and look forward to your support in the future. The Bone Dance was actually also canceled at the same time, but we are now in the planning stages of a virtual Bone Dance event. It won't exactly be the same, but it should be lots of fun. The event details will be announced shortly, so please stay tuned. We're also going to be offering First Obon or Hatsubon Memorial Service and an Obon Memorial Service virtually online in place of an in-person service at the temple. And the details of this will also be announced shortly. Tomorrow is your last chance to order Memorial Obon lanterns to honor the memory of your departed loved ones and express gratitude for your ancestors during the Obon season. We're asking a donation of $30 per lantern, which will be customized by our volunteers with a laminated hanging strip in memory of your departed loved one. So please email us at Makawao Hongwanji at hompahi, HONPAHI.org today to make an order, or you can call the temple office tomorrow from 8:30 to 1:30 in the afternoon. So supplies are limited and the deadline is tomorrow, so please order today. We'll continue with virtual Sunday services at 9 o'clock Hawaii Standard Time. So the next 2 weeks we'll have Dharma Family Service. And actually next Sunday is Father's Day, just in case you might have forgotten. And June 28th, we'll also have a Dharma Family Service, again, a virtual service. Very happy to say that the columbarium, the Nokotsudo, is open daily, 8:30 to 5 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. We do have rules that we ask everyone to follow for everyone's safety and health. So we also have virtual services. So there's a daily sunrise service at 6:30 in the morning and chanting the Shoshinge on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 in the morning. These times are Hawaii Standard Time. The virtual study class will be restarting. I'm sorry, I have to push it back another week. So it'll be starting next week. Thursdays at 6 p.m. in the evening and Saturdays at 11 a.m. in the morning. So please email us at makawahonganji@hompahi.org for an invitation to join us on Zoom. You do need to pre-register for this one. Immediately following this service, starting actually in about 40 seconds, the Hompa Hongwanji Mission Hawaii State Mentors Association offers an online Sunday service on YouTube. It premieres every Sunday at 10 o'clock. And this week, it's our own Reverend Richard Tennis of Kahalui Hongwanji, who's here on the island of Maui. So please check it out. Wednesdays at 12 noon, every Wednesday, Hompa Hongwanji Mission of Hawaii offers a salute to our healthcare treasures and essential workers. The temples across Hawaii will also be ringing the Kansho bell at this time in the honor of our healthcare treasures and essential workers. So thank you very much for joining our virtual Sunday service today. May your day be filled with aloha. Naman nubs, naman nubs, naman nubs, naman nubs. Namo Amida Butsu.